Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all doing okay today. So I told you that I would tell you the more memorable Mustang stories from the dealership. Here's another good one. So in the previous video, I spoke about the company that worked with all deployed members of the military and basically got them their vehicle delivered to the local dealership, and we take care of that. Well, another one of the cars that we got on that delivery program was a 2012 race red white stripe package Mustang Boss 302. Pretty cool car. Anyone that doesn't know anything about them, quick rundown of it. They only come in GT, only come in manual. In 2012, you couldn't get many options on them, truthfully. I think you could get. They came with cruise, power windows, locks, mirrors, but I think that might have been about the extent of it on the Boss cars that year. In 2013, you could get the Bluetooth system sync, and the track apps, which nice gauge cluster for monitoring your lap times and acceleration, things like that. But they were a fairly stripped down car. They also did come with good, I think they were Recaros, I know they're Recaros in the Shelbys. I just don't remember if they're Recaros in the Bosses. Fairly nice seat package. Anyway, got one of those in on that from that company that works with the military, and it's set for a month or so waiting on the customer to pick it up. He comes, picks it up. Well, one time that vehicle pulled in. I was working there. I was in sales at the time, and he walks up. I'm like, "Sir, is there any way I can help you?" He's like, "Not at all. I heard that you had the 2013 Boss 302 in the showroom. I just wanted to look and compare the differences." I'm like, "Well, we absolutely do. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at your car." He's like, "Not a problem. You go right ahead and look all you want." So he walks into the showroom, kind of comparing the differences between model year. And I'm just kind of looking at his car. It's race red, white stripe, gorgeous car. He walks back out. He's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Man, this is a beautiful car. I wish I could justify owning one." He throws me the keys. He goes, "Here, fire it up." Cool, I get to listen to one of these. They pulled a couple tricks on them. They revved out 500 to 700 RPM higher than the stock GT. And they made, depending on model year, the base GT made 412 and then 420 horsepower, while the Boss made 444. You did lose 10 foot-pounds of torque from 390 to 380. And so I jump in and I fire it up and I rev it up a little bit. I wasn't getting all the way up. I didn't want to be that loud in the parking lot. And bear in mind, the guy tossed me the keys and walks off. And he walks back up and he goes, "You know, it has gears, right?" And I'm like, "I'm not going anywhere in your car unless you're in the passenger seat." He hops in, we pull out, go down the road. Here's the funny part. I shift from first to second, pulling out of the dealership about halfway up the tachometer. He goes, "If I would have known you were going to baby it, I would have driven." So we go back into first. And I go all the way up the tack with my foot glued to the floor. and I shift into second, and we are running quite briskly right down the main drag through town. Pull into a parking lot a couple miles up the road after making a turn, and get turned around, pointed back to the dealership, and I may or may not have gotten a little sideways through an intersection heading back to the dealership, and this dude couldn't have cared less. He's sitting over there cool as a cucumber, just, okay, yeah, he's sideways in my car. Okay, yeah, he's revving it all the way up to 7,500 RPM. Didn't care. Coolest test drive I ever went on, because I got to go drive in someone else's car and he didn't care what I did. So I just thought it was kind of entertaining. Catch y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in.